Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode. So today we're talking about Russia's invasion of the Ukraine. But before we get into that, I think it's important for you to know that we record these episodes on a Thursday morning, and this is a situation that's changing very quickly. So it's important to bear that in mind whilst you're watching. Anyway, Baylee, with that out of the way, Russia has invaded the Ukraine. Can you give us a bit of insight why Putin's decided to do this?
Sure. So unfortunately, the invasion really is full scale, with Russian military vehicles breaching the border from the north, south, and east, and that's including from Belarus. Putin has said that Ukraine's democratically elected government has been responsible for 8 years of genocide, and that the goal of this so-called special military operation is demilitarization and, in his words, denazification of Ukraine, which understandably is a really, really strong statement, but especially so considering that the Ukrainian president is Jewish.
So we never wanted this situation to happen, but unfortunately here we are. And a lot of global leaders have condemned President Putin's actions, and that includes the US President Biden and Boris Johnson. But what do you think their response will be to Putin's decision to invade the Ukraine?
To sum it up in one line, other countries are showing support through sanctions rather than through military action. Over the past few days, we've seen sanctions from the EU, the US, UK, and Japan that have targeted individuals, banks, and other measures that hurt Russia's ability to finance its military efforts. And one of the largest sanctions we've seen so far has been from Germany, as they've shut down the approval of Nord Stream 2, which is a pipeline that brings natural gas from Russia to Germany under the sea. And considering the huge escalation that we've seen, it's likely that we're going to see even more sanctions over the coming days.
So just one final question for you, Baylee, which is about the impact to the investment markets. And clearly the main concern should be about the welfare of people in the Ukraine, but the investment markets is our area of expertise. So it's something we should at least talk about. And of course, naturally, people are concerned about what this might mean for their pensions and investments.
Of course, this is a situation with a lot of uncertainty, and we're likely to see more volatility over the coming weeks. Today, we've seen oil prices rise above $100 a barrel for the first time since 2014. And that's understandable given that Russia is a huge provider of energy and their energy supplies are starting to be hit by these sanctions. And so far today as well, global equity markets are down 2 to 3%.
Baylee, that's really interesting stuff this morning. Thanks so much for you to respond to this. It's so quickly, given the situation is also moving so quickly. And of course, thanks again, as always, to everyone watching, and we'll be back again next week with another episode.